Hey y'all, the roses are falling as I welcome myself back to my own YouTube channel, and today I am actively helping out my uncle move into his house. So we're just going to film this video here, which y'all will see later on. But yeah, we're going to get into my crush history because I did my relationship history, but those were like successful, kind of crushes gone successful, even though a lot of them asked me out first, but this time it's me asking out other people. So we're gonna get right into it in 3, 2, 1. Okay, so first I'm gonna preface that this is from 6th grade on, so this includes middle school and high school and college, because after my last breakup I did have a crush, maybe crush or whatever, but let's get into it. So first one is 6th grade. This girl, I knew her because my cousin was pretty good friends with her. She was taller than me, like here. I mean, especially because the way that sometimes she'll get mad and like it's just not combined with her height, her madness, but she was also very much the life of the party type of person. Very decently charismatic, all that. Beautiful, pretty at the time. All that. She was that to me. Like, I don't know. I don't know why, but when it comes to my crushes, like if you show that like mean side to you, I don't know why I gravitate towards that. But I do. If you're charismatic but also mean, I don't know why. When it comes to guys or girls, I don't know why, but I like that. Like if you can play both sides of that coin. But yeah, she ended up being too mean because she was a very two-timey person from what I know about her in the future, because she had left midway through 6th grade. She had left. But from what I hear about her at least, it's not usually like full of positive things. It's usually like she said this about this person, she did this about this person, whatever. So that's that. And also her response to knowing that I had a crush on her was never in his wildest dreams. So let's forget about that real quick. Crush number 2, also 6th grade. This girl that a lot of people would call her a baddie, whatever. Now she was a baddie then, baddie now. But 6th grade, like it was like 6th grade, like she already like started to look older, I guess. I don't know how to describe it without sounding weird. I mean, we were the same age, so I guess it makes it better. But I don't know. But she was called a baddie then, baddie now. But she was cool at first. Like we related on both of us having our condition. Like we related on that. Also, she was also a friend of my cousin, which is weird. I don't know. I had this bad habit of liking my cousin's friends, y'all, or having a crush on my cousin's friend. I know. This is probably going to be the 1 or 2 videos where I'm like exposing myself low key, but I did have it. It was a trend. It was a trend back then. I'm not proud of it. It doesn't happen now, but it was a trend. But yeah, I had liked her in 6th and 7th grade for some odd reason. I don't know what I saw. I don't know what. Like she's, like I said, she's a baddie, but like her personality wise, like yes, she was cool at first, but then she just started maintaining that baddie personality, like vain and all that. Vain, very arrogant. And she fell out with crush number 3. When that happened, she started being too-timey with me. If it's to the point where y'all just constantly bicker about each other, I'm gonna just pull myself out. But they wasn't constantly bickering about each other though, at least from what I remember. Which leads me on to crush number 3, because by the way, crush number 2, she just maintain that same bitter energy and try to say to my cousin, try to fight her, all this and that. Crush number 3, also 6th grade. She let me down the most easily, because crush number 2 was like, I don't know, did she even respond? I don't know. She knew though. She knew, but she even respond. But crush number 3, she let me down the most easily. She was like, "Oh, I'm not looking for a relationship right now," which was about this in 6th grade. She was like, "Oh, I'm not looking for a relationship right now," and I was like, "Okay, yeah." She was pretty as well. She was pretty athletic, decently smart too. Whenever we'll have like deeper conversations, she was always like contributing. Like that's what I remember about her. That's what like gravitates me towards that as well. But yeah, she let me down the most easily. I love her for that. She's not a mean spirited person. Like She was not a mean-spirited person whatsoever. She did like get a hold of things, but like her herself, like you can't say that this girl was mean at all. But yeah, that's sixth grade. So seventh grade was this one girl. Besides the crush number two, this other girl who came. She funny enough, she beat up this white bitch. She beat her up like to the point where like she got a few hair follicles out of her hair. Like you see the girl's dyed hair on the ground. And then after that, I was like, yeah, she's the one I like. Yeah, this is kind of cute. I don't know why. I don't know why, but like knowing that she would probably beat me up the same way, that was kind of, I don't know. That's maybe toxic on my part back then. But she beat the girl up. She was also very. All these girls are beautiful. All these girls are beautiful in their own right. All these girls are pretty in their own right. All these girls. She didn't have that baddie mentality. Like like she wasn't vain. She contributed to conversation. She was a vibe to be around, and she moved like either end of seventh grade or like halfway through eighth grade. I forgot which one, but she moved. So then question number five, eighth grade. This girl is very theatrical, I would say. Like everything about her gives dramatic, and I love dramatics. I love a dramatic person. I love being dramatic myself, especially as cancer. I love dramatics, and this girl's pretty dramatic. Like not in the oh my god you did this. It's like, but as in like very even the way she talks sometimes was very like theatrical and bouncy and all that. Like it's just very unique, and I love that, as well as the fact that she's one of the most positive people I'll ever meet. I ever have met in my life. Always, she was on part of Hope Squad. Like always, like helping people. Like she was a help. She's a helping architect, and she was also very much like always going around asking people how they're doing, all this and that, just trying to make people's moods good. Like she was the life of the. I love her. I loved her. She was like the life of the party. Like not that type of love, but I love her as a person. But yeah, she. I don't think she ever knew that I liked her. I don't think she ever knew. If she does, oh well. But she don't act like it. But I don't think she ever knew, which is kind of crazy because I'm exposing all that in this video. But then we have high school. High school is where you start seeing guy crushes now. So ninth grade couldn't really like anyone because it was virtual. So scratch all freshman year. Sophomore year when we get back in person, there was this one boy. So I'll call him crush number six. One boy in my history class or whatever. I thought he was thought he was cute. He was kind of newish, but like he was new in the way that like he was there freshman year, but again it was all virtual. So this was like I didn't recognize him from my middle school, but I don't think he went to the other middle school too. But yeah, I thought he was cute. Whatever, all year like I was like he sat on the opposite side of the classroom, but we had history and think math or something like that. But we didn't sit together. We didn't sit near each other. Whatever. And then I learned that he was straight or something like that. Something about him that I learned. I think it was something that he was straight. And I was like, I'm good. Because I thought he was like I thought he was like peace or like full on, but he was straight. And so there was that in 10th grade, and then we have 11/12th grade. It was this other dude. I don't know how to describe him without literally pointing out who it is, but he is very talented. I would say very talented at multiple things. In a sense that he's talented, like athletically talented, music like talented, like he can do multiple different things. Very much a go getter. Very much like dramatic. Very much like drama. Like he can do whatever. If someone asks him to do this thing, he can do it. If someone asks him to do this thing, he can do it. He's very much that versatile, talented type of guy. I used to feel inferior whenever I hear him talk because it was like, damn, like you that smart, you this, you that, like damn, like you, God, like you doing all that, like he was able to like do physics problems like in 0.2 seconds. Like bro's very, very, very talented. And the funny thing is when I asked one of my friends to, well, acquaintances, friends, whatever, asked him to like scout for me because I thought the boy was gay. I thought the boy was gay. He gave me too much of a vibe to not be gay. I thought he was gay. And so when my friend told me that he said that he was straight, I was like, oh, this boy, oh, him. You know, like, yeah, I was playing into the stereotypes and stuff, but I didn't think that that boy was straight. I thought he was at least bisexual, at least bi. But he said he was straight, so I was like, okay, let me back off. I backed off a little bit. I backed off. I never flirted with him directly. But we had became friends like towards the end of my junior year, towards the end of junior year. We had became friends a little bit, you know. And the things that he's, that's when I learned that he was actually, this boy was actually like gay. That's when I learned, like end of sophomore year, that's when I learned this boy was actually gay. And he had, like, that's when I learned he was actually gay. And he was telling like us like his type and whatnot. And I was like, oh shit, I don't fit this type whatsoever. He like, I don't fit this type whatsoever. I'm not going to specify the type. I'm not going to specify anything about him and his ex. I'm not going to specify that because y'all will know. So I'm just going to leave that there and tell y'all that I don't think he ever knew that I was like almost. This was like the first thing, like close thing to a real crush. Cause like the way that I would, if I would see him and walking around on campus, my eyes would instantly look at him. Like the way that, like, we used to have one class together, and like, oh my god, it was hard being in the same section as him, and like not thinking about like, hey, like this boy is like so cute, you know. But we're leaving that in the review. We get to end of freshman year of college after my ex had broke up with me, friend zoned me, and blocked me, you know, as I specified in relationship history. I had ended up really crushing on ex number 3, the ex before him, funny enough. And that's why me and that guy, we rekindled things or whatever. But in the end, he's still on that same like non-communicational ex. Like, doesn't seem like he really wants to pursue anything, like not even casual. So I'm just gonna, I don't know, he's still on my phone, like, but I'm not taking him seriously. You know, I'm not taking him seriously. He's just in my phone. And yeah, we're just gonna leave that guy here. But yeah, that is my crush history. I'm sorry this video was kind of long, but that is my crush history. I swear that I have liked it both. People think that just because I talk about guys a lot, but that's just because I have a lot more deeper stories with guys than I do with the girls. Because I haven't, besides my first ex, I haven't pulled no girl yet. I haven't pulled a girl since. I haven't done anything with a girl since. Because let's be honest, women don't play, y'all don't play, but men are easy. Us men are easy. I'm so sorry, men are easy. So whenever people be like, why you're talking about men, it's because men are the easy ones. Hell, if I could pull both just like that, I would. I will talk about both. But this is me talking about both. So y'all got that going. And I am so happy that this series is finally about to be done, you know, about in three more episodes, I think. And yeah, y'all, hope y'all enjoy. I'm so sorry for not posting this video the day before because I planned on taking a break from posting. So this is a planned break. Sorry about all that. This was a planned break, like a day break. But I'm back because this is me speaking from the future. I am back, and the rest of the videos will be posted. Unfortunately, the last video will be posted outside of Pride Month, July 1st. But Pride is every day. You have to be prideful every day. So that is that. I will see y'all next time. Bye.